In this video we are back with Find the Pugs for the town update. Thank you so much for choosing my video. If you do find it helpful, if you can leave it a like, drop me a comment and of course hit that subscribe button to help support my channel. So to get to the new town area, it's actually a teleport. So go into the beach and we need to go into the very Minecraft style boat, interact, and this will teleport us through. I'm quite surprised it's not an addition to the main map, but the teleport is a nice addition. Nice and easy Skyscraper is on the fountain at spawn. Invisible again is on the spawn island, so above the black button or the white one if you have pushed it, there is an outline, you can just see it, and that is invisible. Grandpa is in the house, so this is the house over here on this little island. And I still really enjoy this game. If you haven't tried Find the Pugs, this is highly recommended by myself. There's a great difference in the difficulties. There's some challenging ones, some easy ones. This is a really fun game. I'm not the biggest fan of base play, I've always said that, but the maps are nice, you know, it's nicely filled out, there's attention to detail. So definitely give this one a try. For error, there is the most random sign, which is a no dance sign. So you know what we've got to do here. We've got to dance 2 right in front of it. And this takes you through to another teleported obby. Luckily, this one isn't too strenuous, thank goodness. It may help to have your shift lock on for this. And I literally thought, oh my god, I didn't get it. But luckily, I touched it as I was flung, and that is error. So for money, there's a random ATM on the side of the building. So what you need to do is just walk up to the edge and get your foot to kick it, and that is money. Robber. So again, we're going over to the apartment building. That is Obsidian and Blackhole there. Now, I am going to do the obby. So I have done it the legitimate way. But actually, if you climb up all the way to the roof of the apartment building, you can simply drop down onto Robber. So you don't actually need to do this. Of course, I've always got to go the most complicated way possible. But I did do this one legitimately, as you can see. And there is Robber. For Cyborg, it's another obby, so this is the one with the arrow and the sign. We should all be pros at this after painting, so it's very similar to that one. That makes my eyes go a little bit funny when you've got the one spinning and it's kind of making the screen go in and out for me. And we've got to do the spinner again. And there we go, we have made it over to Cyborg. You will notice there's a black button, don't forget to press that. You will need it for Blackhole whilst you've done the obby, get it whilst you're up there. Purple gradient, so we are now making our way inside of the apartment building. I'm quite surprised there wasn't anything in one of those cabinets in the kind of first floor. But making our way upstairs and the open door, there is purple gradient. Axolotl, again we're making our way further upstairs. I will come back and do the other doors. And there we go, it's not the one in the picture, but of course the one in the tank. Earth, so you would have seen a key that was located right by spawn. It's blue and green, colour coded obviously to Earth. Pick the key up and then make your way up to the locked door. And then there we go, we can go ahead and get Earth. So for Chemistry Pug, nice and easy, it's just in the opposite room over the corridor to Earth. There is a button for Blackhole, but don't worry, I will show you where all 10 are when I get to that point in the video. Moving on now to paint, so this one is just up and on the roof. Sigma, so I have to say a massive thank you to LyricYapper1713. So they actually typed it out in the chat, so I'm not going to take any credit. I did say I'm so Sigma and other variants of that, but I didn't put it in capitals. So thank you so much for your help with that one. For Hotdog, so again, make your way up to the top of the building. And what you're looking for is Robber's Obby, and can you see the kind of very small truss in the middle? So jump to that red truss and then you'll be able to get onto Hotdog's tree. Love that one. I've seen so many people trying to obby up the tree, myself included. I will stick my hands up. So Obsidian for me isn't working, so the keypad does nothing. But what you're looking for are the little pink post-its. And then you need to go round here to the Minecraft Obsidian block. So other people have said that it works, so the code is 7231. I've tried pressing loads of things, I've put it in the chat. That keypad is not working for me, so I can't get that one. For water bottles, thank you so much to the player Buff Friend. So they actually showed me where this was. I had looked everywhere in the apartments for this. So in the room with Axolotl, and you just walk into the back of the sofa and there is water bottle. I can't even see that, that's crazy. Metaverse, again, thank you to Buff Friend. So I didn't even think to do this. So I also play with my sound off most of the time. So this is where it doesn't help me, because what you actually do is click the door. You will hear it banging when you're clicking. And I said keep clicking the door until it opens. So thank you so much for this. I probably wouldn't have got Metaverse without you telling me. And there we go, we are in. Obviously if people help you manners, I always say thank you. And there is Metaverse Pug. I thought it would have been linked to the computer downstairs or a VR console or something. For Slender, thank you so much to the player Yao Yiwo. I don't know how you pronounce your name, I'm so sorry. And I actually tried this for Metaverse and it didn't work. I also dance clipped out the window to try and get into Slender's window. You actually dance clip through the wall. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't try this. So dance glitching through the wall, and then we touch Slender, but that is not the end of the road, viewers. So we come into this area and you can see we have a flashlight. I'm already dreading this. So we come into this dark room and it says find 20 papers. Oh my god, yes, this is like a sort of maze meets in the dark. So the papers are attached to the trees. You have Slender that pops up. I just stopped whenever it popped up. I didn't know if it killed you or not, or if you couldn't look at it. I just literally stood still. And it's just a case of going around this area with your flashlight on and finding all the pieces of paper attached to the trees. Now I did wander around aimlessly, so it's not particularly going to be very helpful for you to see where they all are, so I have fast forwarded this section, but literally just try and meticulously as you can walk around, try and be methodical. So you just saw Slender pop up there in front of me. There's no counter as well, so I had no idea how many papers I'd actually collected. And this area is quite big as well. So you can now see the glimpse that Slender Pug has actually appeared. So this is, it's there all the time. You have to have the 20 papers. So just to show you, I thought I had Slender Pug. I thought I was finished. I'm not. You can't collect it until you do have all 20. So just finding the last few now. They do stick out quite well from a distance. Can't believe how long I was in here. And that was the final one, and what you get is Slender Pug has spawned somewhere. So when you get that, that means you've collected all 20 papers, and you just need to go back to the area where we already saw him. He doesn't move, it's going to be there where we found them before. And there we go. Love that one. What a great teleport and a great addition to this game. And that is Slender Pug. So Blackhole, there's one on spawn, one on the spawn rocks, one on the dance sign, one next to the dance sign. There's one in the middle of the Cyborg obby, one at the end of the Cyborg obby, one in Axolotl's apartment on the picture, one in the corner of the top floor, and then one on the robber obby. Once you've pressed all 10 buttons and turned them white, you will be then sucked into the black hole yourself. We then have this area where we have all of these coloured buttons, so I press those first, and then look in the index and there's a number underneath black hole, and this correlates to the columns. So we're going to press the one with the 1 dot, one with 7 dots, one with 6, one with 5, and make your way through the code. So there's the orb with the 4 dots, the 3 dots, the 2 dots. And then I just pressed those coloured ones again and the door opened. Inside we find Spy, and Spy will give you the laser gun to Black Hole. So what Spy actually says is you take the laser gun and stop the black hole. So we need to go back out to spawn. So just press respawn, it's fine. You can see we have the laser gun in the menu at the bottom. It's such a shame it doesn't actually fire lasers, that would have been spectacular. But taking the gun near the black hole and this will reveal the pug. Love that one as well. And that finishes this update, a fantastic addition to this game. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.